Hello! How are we doing, chat? How are we doing, Navagas? How are we doing, Empu? How are we doing, Amd? How are we doing, Derp? Are we all vibing? Are we all having a good day? Are we all chilling? Are we all loving it? All having a good Tuesday? Tuesday? I am so ready for some good old Danganronpa. You'll go? Oh, fuck. Lenori, how you doing? How you doing, Lenori? I did see your message earlier. I just clearly skipped over it, but my hands. It's High Guard time, mate. I wish we were playing High Guard. Did you show a pic of Simple Jack to the barber? What the fuck do you mean, Simple Jack? I'm having to look up who Simple Jack is. Mate, you're doing me dirty. That is so mean. Fuck you. Fuck you. Can you guys believe this guy comes in here and just instantly bullies me for my haircut? My Tuesday was great. Work was nice till my fingers became numb. Work was long today for me. The work day felt really, really, really long. I'm still insane. My toe is getting mankier. It's cold as hell. That's how I'm doing. Lovely. Lovely. There's the toe update. I've never actually seen Tropic Thunder, so I did not know who Simple Jack was. There's some there's some news for you. Never seen Tropic Thunder. Oh, you can watch it free of charge on ITV's ITV streaming site right now. Look at that. Not gonna watch it. But that's news. You can watch it for free right now. Tropic Thunder is good, as long as you don't mind blackface. It's quite a big as long as you don't mind these days, isn't it? Work's kind of nice at the moment, but also boring as hell. Start working from home all week. Working from home all week is tough. Like, I like being able to work from home sometimes, but 2 days in a row working from home, it is too much. It gets boring. It gets, I need to be able to, say weird things to co-workers to survive, man. Did you remake? You should go to the casting. Why are you ripping into me so quickly, man? God. Just got live. Byron's doing joke after joke after joke. Hey, look at this guy's haircut. You know what? I usually would mess this up, but I just haven't, alright? And it's not messing up, alright? It's quite freshly cut, so it's not doing what I want right now. When am I playing another Muffo slot game? I don't know if we've got a Muffo slot game lined up, actually, at the moment. I don't know if we've got a Muffo slot game in the backlog. We probably do.
Oh, what do I got in the backlog? Just muffle slop.
I've got a game called Eternal Threads in the backlog, which is kind of Muffo slop. I've got that might be the only one, that's kind of Muffo slop.
I think it might be.
Yeah, I don't think we've got another one. Just the one. There's not many Muffo slot games around. The cat calendar, it won't stand up. It will not stand up. I don't know what Eternal Strands is, so I'm guessing it is different. Yes, it is definitely a different game. What's Eternal Strands? Next generation action experience where the elements obey you, the terrain bends to your will, and every victory is entirely your own. Oh god, it looks like a game. There's nothing else to say about that one. Looks like a game. Just like you, it won't stand up. Yeah, I stand up all the time, man. I'm a standing man. Someone the other day that thought would appeal. Can't remember the name though. Man, can't remember the name of the Muffo slop games. SMH. Like my new job I got, even though it's a factory job, it's still chill and interesting. That's good to hear, Ampu. That's good to hear you've got a job that you like. I'm always standing. Here he goes, standing up again. I'm gonna go fix that fucking cat calendar, man. Oh wait, I know why it's not showing Danganronpa right now. Because we didn't play it last stream. There we go. Right, I'm gonna go fix that fucking blasted cat. Danganronpa. Oh, he's managed it straight away. Look at that. No, oh, fuck's sake. He's only gone and done it. He's only gone and done it. Can you give us more bad film takes like Fury Road being mid? Fury Road is a shit film, and I won't hear any other takes on that. I think Fury Road is absolutely shit. I found it fucking boring. I thought it was boring as fucking anything, man. So boring. Yawn. Like, ugh. I hated Fury Road. Hated it. You're a legend for getting that bun from Cam. Wait, that take is so boring from you. Nah. How about Shaun of the Dead? I'm not crazy about Shaun of the Dead. I prefer Hot Fuzz. I didn't watch Shaun of the Dead until it must have been last year, I think, and I wasn't too impressed. Yet another bad film take. What's the bad film take? Sorry. What's the bad film take, Fnacking? You also agree that's bad. I just didn't think Shaun of the Dead was too funny, personally. Hot Fuzz has some really stupid bits in that I find quite funny, like jog on. I like that. I find that funny. Me and your mother are disappointed. Go watch all the 007 movies again. I have never watched a James Bond film. I have never watched a single James Bond film. You want some more movie takes? Has anyone here seen Longlegs? Anyone here seen Longlegs? You got it? It just doesn't interest me. I mean, James Bond is what, a guy who's supposed to be hot, who goes and fucks women and then saves the world. I don't know. It's just, nah. Don't watch some of them. They're ass. Summer Peak, though. He's handsome, though. I'm sorry, I don't really get the Daniel Craig thing. I don't get it. I'm afraid. I will say one thing about Daniel Craig, though. I do like the way he's kind of gone and done something completely different after James Bond. He's done the Knives Out films. You know, gone from a like hyper masculine symbol to an effeminate gay man, and I quite like that contrast that he's gone for, because it was something he wouldn't have been able to do while playing James Bond. Daniel Craig is a shit James Bond. The older ones are peak. Never seen them. I will say one thing about James Bond, though. I think it's quite bad that Amazon now have the rights to it. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Even though I don't like James Bond, I think it's bad that, you know, such a big company have the rights to it. It's the last thing we need. Daniel Craig, James Bond films were good, except Quantum of Solace. That shit is so boring. I wouldn't know if Daniel Craig was a shit James Bond because I've never seen him, but they don't interest me. I like James Bond's like action films. I don't like action films. I think action films aren't that interesting. I like a good plot. You know, once you've seen a cool explosion, you've seen a cool explosion. You've seen them all. I don't care. Yeah, I don't get action films. I don't get them. I think action films are pretty fucking boring. I prefer a thriller. I like a thriller. I don't mind a little bit of horror. I like an adventure film, I guess. I enjoy a good sci-fi film. Like, you know, people really like the way that Mad Max Fury Road is shot. We're going back to Fury Road. I thought it was fucking boring. It was just a load of explosions. I found the way the scenes were shot a bit, but you know, very hard to track what was going on in some of the chase scenes. I thought it was awful. And it's weird because Fury Road does have you know, a small minority that really does not like it. What's a movie you watched most recently? I saw 28 Years Later, The Burn Temple at cinema. I saw Priscilla, which is a Elvis... it's a film about Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley's relationship from her perspective, which was interesting. It was my girlfriend's pick. It wasn't my pick. But, was 28 Years Later any good? I liked 28 Years Later. I wasn't a massive fan of The Burn Temple, but again, I'm in the minority for that. I thought it was like a good film, but loads of people are giving it like quite high scores. It wasn't the film I thought I was going to see, is probably my biggest gripe with it. And there's certain ideas in it that I'm like, that's absolute ass. So, but I'm in the minority with that one. So 28 Weeks is shit. 28 Weeks is by far the worst film in that franchise. 28 Weeks Later has a great intro, and then from there, it's like, you know, intro's up here, and then it just goes... 28 Weeks is very silly. Oh, it's dog shit. It's dog shit. The start of it, cinema. Absolute cinema. Then it goes absolute fucking bollocks. 28 Days is good. 28 Years was good. The first 28 Years I really liked. 28 Years The Burn Temple, I was a bit more iffy on. I didn't hate it. Oh, that's a bold take about 28 Weeks. I mean, yes, that seems very good, but I also think there's some really good ideas from 28 Days Later. Like, I mean, the blood droplet. That is a really creative way of doing zombies differently. You know, we've all seen zombies, we've all seen them bite, but the idea of the blood droplet, that was really good. Sure, it's a different kind of scene, but very good. Yeah, the music in 28 Days, I know the exact track you're on about. The rage virus out zombies. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Don't pull out the... they're not zombies. Yes, they are. They're zombies. They attack people. They're zombies. It doesn't matter if they eat brains. They're zombies. They're zombies. They're zombies. They're zombies. Does it act like a zombie? Does it look like a zombie? It's a zombie. Like, yeah, it's a fucking zombie. Like, fucking hell, I could... You know, I could say, oh, you know, I've got this story about rabid humans, you know, attacking people to eat them. They're not zombies, though. They're not zombies. No, they're not. They're called ragers. Oh, they're not zombies. Like, fucking... Come on.
That's not wrong, though, actually. They're not zombies.
Right, if something is conceptually a zombie, it's a zombie. Don't tell me it's not. That's like... Oh, it's just... Oh. That's like just stealing someone's idea and renaming it.
Actually, you're mistaken. This isn't your idea.
There is a key factor in being a zombie. Yeah, but zombies have changed over time, right? You know zombies, how they bite people and they turn into zombies? That's not zombies. That's ghouls. And people think that's zombies. That is ghouls. That's ghoulification. So the idea of zombies and stuff changes all the time. But no, that is what people think zombies are, and that actually isn't zombies. Actually, zombies in The Walking Dead, right? They must be ghouls then. But people would say they're zombies. But they should be ghouls. On a technicality, you know, if we're gonna do this actually shit.
Actually, the zombie, the zombies that bite people and they turn to zombies are actually ghouls.
No, because the bite infects you. You can get the disease from a bite, but you also can get it from dying anyway. Zombies are now just people who stare at their phone on TikTok for 5+ hours. You're already infected in The Walking Dead. Yeah, but... right, I understand people turn into one by dying. But when they're bitten, they turn into one as well. So I don't really get the... you know... I'm going to read it yet. But... you know... that is a bit... This is some Dragons versus Wyverns combo now. You're the pedant who started it. The bite just causes them to die. Oh, no, don't give me this shit. No, I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
A single bite kills them, and then they turn into a zombie because they were already infected.
I'm sorry. I am sorry, but that is some arse, isn't it? That is some arse. That is just zombies with extra steps. And technically, right, the bites from zombies kill people anyway, right? Because they always turn into a zombie. So technically, surely that's just zombies anyway. People die from less. Yeah, but it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Do you never look at like an idea from something you've read or watched and you're like, that is fucking stupid? It is, you know what I mean? Like,
oh no, the bite doesn't turn them. They're already infected. It just kills them.
stupid. Your takes mostly? What do you mean, my takes? What's wrong about what I've just said? I stand 8 hours a day, so I deserve to sit the remaining amount of time for my day. My takes are authentic, and you know, you should at least appreciate the authenticity of what I believe. Doesn't make them good. I mean, my take on Fury Road is right. I'm sorry. If you like Fury Road, you need to like, you know, take a look at films, man. Can't wait for this man to finally watch Cowboy Bebop and call it dog shit. Authentic because they're wildly wrong. No. No. You want to know another fucking take? This game's dog shit. There we go. There's another fucking take.
I'm Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue.
Hey, Hina. Oh, God. It's just the two of us in a fucking room. Trin's coming in swinging now, too. Yeah, everyone's slamming on my takes, huh?
You really have me worried, you know. What happened to you last night?
Honestly, I can back that last take on the game. You know what? There's like a split in this chat over this game, right? I strongly believe there is a good number of people in this chat who would agree this game is ass. And there is some people in this chat who are like,
oh my god, Danganronpa. Oh my god, I fucking love underage Japanese teens.
Those are the two camps that we've got here. Those are the two camps. And I know which ones are in the second one. You think it's bad but funny? It is so bad. It is so bad. You know what? When earlier, before I started stream, my girlfriend reminded me I was playing Danganronpa today. And you know, my mood instantly dropped. I realised, oh, you know, today I could be playing good games. But instead it's Danganronpa. Okay, Mr. Can't wank to a character if it's not well written. That's me. It does have its moments of but overall good game. Oh, I don't know. I disagree with that one. It's just more streams that have to be Danganronpa. Well, you know what? Either Saturday's stream or Tuesday's, or maybe both. We're going to change it up because it's my birthday on Monday. So I'm going to do some fun, different things for around my birthday because fuck playing Danganronpa near my birthday. That would just ruin it for me, so...
Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know. I mean, not that it actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know.
Why? Right, this is one thing that annoys me. You know, it's happened. I mean, let's fucking count. Alright. He was murdered. He was murdered. She was murdered. She killed herself. So, you know, at least 5 people have been murdered here, and they're still going,
People would never murder anyone, right? No, no one here is gonna murder anyone. We're all friends.
fucking shut up, right? You're gonna be next. You're next, right? You're fucking next, because that's right. I, as Makoto, am planning a murder. That's right. That's right. Makoto is gonna murder this son of a bitch. Because, fucking hell. I am getting rage baited by the game, yes.
Nobody wanna kill me.
Fucking bitch. Shut up.
So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. Had no idea you guys ever showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen?
Mother hates women, confirmed. No, I hate Hina. She's not likable. She's despicable.
Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain. Let's go meet up with everyone else and then they can tell you all about it. So, is everyone else waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh, yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come back get breakfast for everyone. So you got here just in time. Come on, let me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? The entire night?
Let's be honest, guys, this game is too high level and complex. Too high level and complex? Yeah. Yeah, teens not realizing they're all gonna kill each other. God. It really has something to do with society or something or other, right? Oh, Fury Road's a shit film. It's so bad. Reason why you get IQ and can figure out the murderer beforehand and you can't. Society. Right, fucking Fury Road. Half of that film is just about a man who fucking milks women. And they all want to escape him, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's weird. Why? Is it George Miller who fucking directs it? Who made Mad Max? Because I think he's implementing some kinks of his or something there. Wait, what? Yeah, no, yeah. So Mad Max, the guy in it, there's a guy in it called a Morton Joe who keeps multiple wives and then he milks them. If I've remembered correctly. It's so weird. Mate, the rest of it's fucking nonsensical. I don't like action films, and I don't like action films. They're just brainless. I don't like, you know, brainless shit.
Ah, there he is.
Huh? Oh,
This
hey,
is worse than
Makoto.
being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your funeral all at once.
What?
Jeez. To show up now like it's no big deal.
You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed.
Bro didn't take away any of the environmentalism or anti-capitalist themes in the film. I just think Mad Max is fucking boring. I think it's dog shit. I don't think it's very interesting. That's the gist. Just remember the shit he tried to show us the funniest thing ever, then his takes make way more sense. I can enjoy an action film and an intellectual film. I wouldn't call the films I watch intellectual. I would just say they're not action films. I find action films too brain dead. I watched Nobody, you know, with Bob Odenkirk. I like Bob Odenkirk. Not a fan of Nobody because it was basic. It was written by the same guy as John Wick. And if you've seen John Wick, you've fucking seen Nobody because he just wrote the same film again. This is giving movie snob. This is giving, I'm not fucking thick. I can tell when a guy knows only one plot line and he writes it in all the films he makes. Do you dislike John Wick? I've seen John Wick 1. Yeah, not crazy about it. I think it's dumb. It's just dumb. They killed his dog and stole his car. And they did it to the one man that they shouldn't have done it to. And then he kills them. I think John Wick's boring. Thank you, Lenore. Just like Hina said, everyone was there besides Kyoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was. What the... Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
For the moment, we do live in a free society. Look, I want to over-intellectualize a film, but sometimes it's fun to just turn your brain off and just enjoy something cool. Yeah, but, like, right, no, I get that. I'm not saying I only watch films that, have to make me think. I'll watch a fucking kids film or something if I don't want to think. Like, me and my girlfriend sat down one night and we're going to watch Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. And it was a lot, within the first 15 minutes, we realised it was a lot more than we bargained for that night because we were both knackered from travelling. So we switched over and we watched Enter the Spider-Verse, right? And that's like a cool thing to watch because it's a nice animation. But, the choreography and cinematography in John Wick is really good. Choreography, yeah, sure, it's great. But, people go on about John Wick like it's the best thing since sliced bread. Like, when it was coming out, oh, John Wick. It's not that good. It's not worth being, like, hyped over. There's films that are. There's films that are great. There's films I'll say, yeah, maybe it's not for me, but sure, if you like it, pop off. The Pauly Shore Pinocchio film. Is that the one that looks like absolute dog shit? From years ago? The, like, knockoff Pinocchio? It is. Yep, it's the one I'm thinking of. It's so fucking awful, it's hilarious. Go back to books. I like a good film. I can appreciate a film, but, like, as I say, don't like John Wick. The Vargas is getting this bread at the minute. You go get that bread, son. You go get the bread. Good luck getting the bread.
Yeah, that's right.
She's not even phased.
Relax, there's no danger.
You say that, but
What is this? What are you guys doing? These aren't bad takes. Right, you know what? I'm pulling up stats and figures. I'm pulling out the figures, man. Right, if we look at... If we look at John Wick... Mate, that's fucking crazy. John Wick got a 3.8 on average. Are you shitting me? It's not that good. It's not that good. On average, it gets a 3.8, but quite a few people give it like 3 and a 3.5. A universally loved film? Nah. I would not consider it universally loved, I'm sorry. Hello, bro. It is a 3.5. I don't know if I scored it on here. I don't know if I was scoring films at the point I watched it. I don't know when I watched it. Really don't know what the plan was here. You can just dislike a movie. It's bad. Lenore said it's bad, it's bad. Number systems for ratings are shit. I would disagree, right? You said number systems are bad, right? What do you use to score a film? Words? Yeah, but right, but at the end of the day, you need to shorten that down. You need to make it more succinct. You can't just, you know, what's your scale then? If you say words, you've got to have a scale for rating, right? Because if you're using words, how are you going to, you know, say that one film is above another? Is your 8 the same as my 8? Well, no, but your taste will differ from mine. Your 8 would just be the point at which you say that's 2 points down the scale from the top. I wouldn't say that's pointless. Using words is probably worse, because you're quite limited with words. I mean, you know, I use like a five-star system, which Letterboxd uses, and that's like what you can do half stars as well. You know, stars, there's a general scale there. You can see the scale. All your 4s are equally good movies? Well, if I don't think it's a 4, I'll give it a 4.5. I love Hoodwinked. Hoodwinked is a great film. That's a great film. There are quite a few objective facts in filmmaking, like bad acting. Right, but what if you're scoring your film based on what you enjoy? That's how you should score a film, right? You shouldn't go, I didn't like this, but it was shot really nicely, so I'll give it 5. No, that's not how it works. A film is there to entertain. If it did not entertain you, you know, obviously they can say something alongside that entertainment, but you know, it is the entertainment industry. You know, if you did not enjoy it, if you were not entertained, you would score it lower. There are 6.5s that I like more than 7s and 7.5s. You can see merit. You can see merit in something you don't enjoy, but if I don't enjoy it, it is getting a lower score, yes. That is how I score it. It's based on my enjoyment. I thought Mad Max was dog shit, so it got a low score. I did not like the way it was edited together and shot. Found it just messy. Awful. I've never seen The Room, so I can't rate it. You rate on enjoyment. Thank you, Trindor. Like, obviously, yes, you know, if you thought you didn't enjoy it, but you appreciated how some shots were done, maybe you'd give it a slightly higher score. But a lot of the time, the majority of it is enjoyment. The majority of it is enjoyment. Like, for example, Longlegs, I thought Longlegs was absolute dog shit. I'm pretty sure I probably gave it like a 2 because it was shot nicely, but it was utter shit. And 2 is still under average. Longlegs was what, like early last year, March time? February time? No. It was last year, wasn't it? Yeah, it got a 2. I'm right. The Room is really fun to watch, but if you rate it higher than a 2, I've never seen it. I want to see it. Uses words to describe how he hates Fury Road, then says words are not a good way to... No, but Right, obviously, if you're going to write a long-form review, words are useful. But for short form, words aren't useful. And that's what the stars are for. That's why people use a star system. That's why people use an out of 10 system. It's succinct. It's easy. How do you score games? Do you score games out of 10? Why would you not do the same for a movie? Looks like it's been professionally disassembled. How is that possible? Tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous. You don't score games out of 10. So if I was to ask you, what do you think to this game, Amd? Would you recommend it? You wouldn't say something like, oh, I'd say it's maybe an 8. Oh, I enjoyed it, but it's a flawed game. Or, oh, it's really good. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. You'd never ever say that. Seriously? What are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fella laying around, then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything. Do you know how high this game is actually rated? How high is this game rated? I mean, it's got a lot of positive reviews, right? I don't get it. I genuinely do not get the high rating for it. Fun, goofy, and silly. I enjoy the characters and story, but it has its moments of cringe. Right, you can say it's goofy and silly. What, this is a good game? I don't see it. That doesn't explain anything. Just before we went to bed last night, came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. Wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. A 7 on one person's scale is good, on another it's average. No. A 5 is average, right? A 5 is average, a 7 is just above average. 7's like, 6 is just above average, 7's above that. No. A 7 cannot be average. It's not the middle of the scale. That is how a 7 is good. No. If someone's placing 7 as average, they're fucking stupid because it's not the middle of the scale. You wouldn't even watch or play if it isn't good. No. I would not say they can do as they please with the scale because their scale clearly puts 5 in the middle. That should be average. You're a bad reviewer if you don't watch Midoriya. Right, no. From a professional perspective, sure, you're a bad reviewer if you don't watch Midoriya. However, if you're not a professional reviewer, the average person does not have enough time to waste watching or interacting with shit media. Like, if you do not get enjoyment out of a shit film, if you know it's shit, don't watch it. Like, I'm realizing, like, with the amount I, work full time, I only want to play games I know I'm going to enjoy. Like, if they're unknown, chances are, if no one's recommended it to me or something, chances are I probably won't pick it up. Because I want something that's gonna work for me. You can... Why'd you play Evil Within? Someone recommended it. Or I'd seen it and thought it looked, it looked good and it had good reviews. It's not an unknown game, Fiven. I said unknown, completely unknown. That was on my radar. It's in the genre I like. If you're not going to spend the time to learn what's good and bad, I'm not judging critics' opinions. I never said I judged a critic's opinion. However, also saying if you're not going to spend the time to learn what's good or bad, then you shouldn't judge critics' opinions. I mean, let's be honest, a lot of games critics, they give stuff good reviews so they keep getting games from the developers. And sometimes they're paid for their reviews. It's not... That's a really shit take that you shouldn't, like, criticize a critic's opinion. That is an absolute crazy fucking take. I found him here, just like normal. However... Like, when a new game drops and IGN sits 10 out of 10 and it's dog shit, they should be told publicly, no, you're wrong. Because if anyone knows it's, it's the player base. When I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? Waited there until night time officially began, but still, Monokuma laid there motionless. Can I give you an example, Dek? What about that reviewer who played Cuphead and couldn't get past the tutorial? Should you not criticize that critic? Should you not argue that opinion? If you're an average player who's not going to play shit games because you're not going to waste your time. Gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move, so he immediately initiated the disassembly process.
It was Master's stroke of genius. A chance to find out what made Monokuma tick.
One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? Thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause, so we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down, then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. Can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected?
They were probably so scared of Master. They ran away in terror.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind?
I'm sure that's a recording. Set to time and plays as necessary.
That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey guys, don't think now's a good time for light conversation. Just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb?
That's super bad. We need to get rid of it.
Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. Motion sensor? For serious? I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're men, aren't you?
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
You're so not fine. You're all, You can criticize it from a professional point of view. My point is that I'm sick of people who don't engage with media from a critical point of view. Don't understand why people who spend their whole lives dedicated to film, art, games, etc. hold the opinions they do.
I'm sick of people who don't engage with media from a critical point of view. Don't understand why people who spend their whole lives dedicated to film, art, games hold the opinions they do. Look, right, that's like gatekeeping, having an opinion on films and media. That is like coming from quite a pretentious point of view, I feel. That's pretentious. Saying people cannot have a point of view on something they have watched unless they look at it from a, academic point. That's insane to say. You don't always have to look at the way it's been made, the cinematography that's been used, and, what that is used to signify. You don't need to view everything that way.
You're so not fine. You're all,
Well, I probably should have mentioned. Motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that.
God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already.
Whatever. Hurry up. Put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do anyone any good.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Well?
Case down. Everything's all good. Now I'm curious which take got Dirt most angry. Probably Fury Road, because people fucking hate that one.
Hero put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. Just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been when I thought about it?
I don't mind. Your take on Fury Road isn't the same as mine. Can have that opinion. Well, yeah, everyone's valid to have an opinion. And I think it's dog shit.
I couldn't help but think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't hurt us. You hear a thing we just said?
Huh? So that's a no. What are you? Some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now?
I've talked a bit about games and stuff that I don't like today. Do you know what I started playing off stream and I'm really enjoying? There's a couple of games, actually. There's a couple of games I'm really enjoying at the minute. We've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room.
Really?
Naturally.
Danganronpa 2. Man. You could not be more right. Yeah, I love No, I fucking... Jesus Christ. Some positivity. Yeah. So, it's not... I've played Undertale before. I think I've got an unpopular take with Undertale. I can appreciate what it does, but I think it's overrated. I just don't enjoy games anymore. You don't enjoy games anymore, Derp? I should have kept my mouth closed. I started playing No Rest for the Wicked. You've become... No, but I've had periods where I haven't enjoyed games that much. And then I've had periods where I do. And maybe it's about your taste has shifted. Like, when I was younger, I used to, play a lot of shooters. Now, don't care about a lot of first-person shooters. I look at a first-person shooter-based RPG like Fallout or Cyberpunk, and I think, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. It's got some great roleplay mechanics. I don't like shooters. Sometimes it's about shifting. Your change has changed. You'll find some. Maybe you'll find something that you'll enjoy. You've just got to look for something different. I like to withhold my opinion on things I've not played / watched. I can look at something and say I'm not interested. I can't, for instance, I can't currently say High Guard is good or not. There's a lot of negativity about High Guard, but I have seen some positive comments. But I haven't played it, so I can't say what I think to it. How is No Rest for the Wicked? No Rest for the Wicked is really good. I've been playing at co-op. Co-op's just dropped. Been playing at co-op with a friend, and I'm loving it. It's like a ARPG. It's like an ARPG, but more vertical. The way they do the map is really good. Like, you can be wandering around somewhere, and there's a little nook or a little cranny that you can find some shit in. The way it looks is beautiful. It's like a Souls-like ARPG. The map kind of works a bit like Dark Souls in the way that everything links up quite well, quite nicely. Like, we went to this one area, and there was like 3 different ways to get back to the main path. Crazy. Crazy. It's really, really fun. Really good. Fan games quite tiring at the moment, like they just feel too much of an energy investment, mentally at least. What if you played something that wasn't mentally engaging, or you didn't have to think too hard? Risk of Rain 2, just for an example, a game that I find you can switch off and just play. You know, there are souls like roguelikes where you can just switch off. Play Roblox, there you go, another one where you know there's not too much thought involved. Ursu, I disagree with Ursu. I cannot play that for shit. Can't play us for shit. The other game I started though, as you asked, Trindor, the other game I started is Final Fantasy Tactics. Started Final Fantasy Tactics, and holy shit, right? Going in, I was a little bit worried about how the dialogue might be written with it being a JRPG. The dialogue in that game, brilliant. Brilliant. Really fucking good. First hour or so. There was one mission so far, Dark, that's pissed me off because of a certain character doing certain things that I could not prevent. You'll get to it. There's a certain mission with the word Siege in the title. And when you get there, you may have the same issue I had. I would not be surprised. But Final Fantasy Tactics, brilliant. The way the dialogue's written, it's very, in certain ways, very old Englishy feeling in the way that they speak, in the way that they, you know, I mean, people compare it to like a Shakespearean story, the way it's done. It's a good story so far. I'm enjoying it. Not that I'm far in. I think it might just be affairs, a free time. I'd rather watch a show, film, or read something. Sometimes you are in that mood, though, where you'd rather read or you'd watch a film. That is true. You're not always in the mood to game. Yeah, burnout's a thing. That is true. Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Wouldn't you agree?
But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
You're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. While I remember as well, No Rest for the Wicked, another thing I really like about it, if you do like a faith or intelligence-based build and you're using a wand or a staff, you use them as a melee weapon as well as a casting, focus. So like, I've got this big metal staff and it wields like a heavy two-handed weapon, but it can also shoot bolts of magic at enemies, and I think that's really cool. The idea that the staff is actually a proper weapon you can hit stuff with quite hard. And streaming helps me play games. So, yeah, sometimes it does. That's why I started streaming. That's genuinely why I started streaming. I had such a backlog, wasn't playing them. It was during COVID. I was having a crisis. Started streaming.
We're going to live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You're gonna be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, fight to the death between us and the mastermind. Don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else. But we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna run away? Are you gonna fight?
You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
What's some of your old favourites, Derp? Because if you name some of your old favourites, I can bet someone in this chat might be able to name something you maybe haven't played that you might like based on your favourites. Have I seen TR49? What's TR49? Okay then, we're gonna break into their master's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves.
I'll follow you anywhere, Master. To all the ends of the earth.
Oh, it's a hair story fruit tree like? Oh, you mean a muffo slop? That's on the wish list now. I've always been interested in content creation, never had the energy to invest in it before Twitch. I was pretty similar, and I liked the idea of making content when I was younger, but I never did it.
Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man, I can do this. Got the will of the entire universe on my side.
We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school.
I made videos but didn't know what to do. I tried to make some videos as a teenager. Never made any though. Favorites of GTA, San Andreas and 4, Halo, COD, up to Modern Warfare 2, Oblivion and Skyrim, Assassin's Creed 2. Have you tried Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon? It's like a modern double A Bethesda-like RPG. Have you ever played the Fallout games? You might like them. I'm trying to think. Morrowind? Morrowind might be a bit old though to enjoy that. Don't say Bethesda-like. I'm saying Bethesda-like as in Bethesda-like RPG, you know. I'm not calling that a... That's not a genre. They play, you know, it plays very Skyrim, similar to Skyrim, but maybe with a bit more RPG mechanic in it, a bit more Oblivion, I guess. I'm not meaning it like a, you know, like a fucking genre. Not an old classic for me. I tried to play Morrowind. The start is just a little bit too old and raggedy for me. In the way that, you know, your chance to hit is fucking low. It's locked as expected.
So, what are you gonna do?
It's not obvious. I'm gonna tear this door off its hinges.
Wait, but the rules say...
Seeing that Mastermind isn't watching us, those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the Mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So, in other words,
we'll have to finish our business before that can happen.
hey,
Is a Bethesda like an open world game that's buggy as fuck? It's a... Well, these days I would argue it's an RPG that never quite lives up to the reputation it has. Or it's expected to have. You know, think of Fallout 4 and Starfield. Planning on playing Cyberpunk, but I've been dragging my feet on upgrading my SSD. An open world RPG that doesn't live up to the reputation that it has. That can be any game. That's Bethesda's games right there that they've made in the past few years. Open world RPG, yeah. Okay, sure, but
What?
come this far. Can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it.
So beautiful.
I mean,
You're serious?
What the heck?
Don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own.
Oh, what about that one thing? The lawnmower. Thing in the tool shed.
oh, so then.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Oh, and Turco, what time is it?
Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. It's probably 9 o'clock.
It's all clear now.
Yeah, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable.
Myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right?
Well, if it's me and you, Time Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long, and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness.
Unacceptable. With that Toka ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey,
Be serious though, we're just gonna knock this door down. No problem. It's solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. Why do I have what emote? I think someone showed me it, so I fucking used it. Yeah, I think someone sent it in chat once.
He's right. Can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us.
Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flubbus. No, totally flabstag.
What?
Do I have to say this? Do I have to read it out? Mate. You said worse? I would not. Right, look. Flabbergasted. No one's ever accidentally heard Faptos. It's too much of a stretch. It's too much of a stretch. They...
Sauce!
Is that what you guys wanted? Gross. Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Gel? Where'd you come from?
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Hello? Hello, it's the wonderfulest murderous fiend. Here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it?
I'm supposed to pick an axe?
You seeping imbecile. The pickaxe.
Sleeping imbecile, oh master! You wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, you really forget the pickaxe?
give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory.
But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they
Not
switch.
possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes, yes.
Ah, light bulb just went out.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep, now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
What are you talking about?
You already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out in life.
gotta be kidding.
Not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Corpse. You hear me? I said corpse.
Is it Kyoko? Because she's not been around, has she?
A corpse? That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden.
Okay.
It's going to be Kyoko, isn't it?
As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead?
For sure, but who is it? Well, Kyoko's not around, is she? And I'm pretty sure all the corpses have been like the splash art for the chapter. So
Just to make things clear, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're...
it wasn't Hina. Yeah, mate. I know. I just want Hina gone.
I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you, the cops hanging out here.
Wait.
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
Need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. No telling what you might find. Well, there is one thing I can tell you 100% I have found. Corpse.
We need to find out who this actually is. There's no way to tell with a mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. One thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here?
Right. Just bear with me a second. He's here. He's here. She's not. She's here. She's been around. Right. Right. I'm sorry. But there is only one person it can be. Unless it is the extra student who is the ultimate despair, but that could be Kyoko anyway. So, like, in the list we've got, there's only one it could be, unless it's the ultimate despair. That is the other option. Their heart isn't beating, so they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. Appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood there still is wet. Careful, don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. Have they not done process of elimination? Like, this, you can say, you know, whatever you want about me saying this is stupid, but Surely you go, how many people are trapped in here with us, right? There's only like so many of us left. Everyone's here apart from one person. So we can assume that's them. And then, you know, you pull off the mask. You pull off the mask. That'd be the first move. You know, you wouldn't do all this shit about, oh, who could it be? You just pull the mask off. I don't... You know, this is like elongating a scene in a film to make something longer. It's not... Dead body fiddler? Mate, she's the one who used to touch all the fucking bodies. She'd be in on it. She'd be like, yeah, you know, touch this body's crotch, find out if it's a man, because that's what she fucking did. She'd be like, yeah, get to it. Wait. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least. How can you tell? Well, I think see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. And the fact that they're wearing very feminine heels is also a bit of a hint. Unless, you know, it's a guy dressing as a woman. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really, then it could be...
Okay then.
That doesn't mean it's a girl. Hey, look. Look. It's more likely. You can say the chances increase. And I mean, in this scenario, right? All the men who are alive are here. And there is only one person it can be. I mean, it's granted in this scenario. I mean, look, if you found, you know, a heel in a lake, you know, and let's say you think a body's been dumped, you would probably, you know, think it's more likely to be a woman. It's not bigotry, it's just, it's chance, right? The chance is it's higher to be a woman. I said as they're wearing heels, it's likely to be a woman. And I wouldn't say that's a controversial thing to say, because the percentage of men who wear heels is a lot less than the percentage of women who do. What if Mona came with her drag shows?
Let's just turn the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, duh.
But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask, and the next instant... There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. Blew up, it 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 blew up, blub, 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 blub. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out, but then...
Hurry up, pull out the fire.
As my consciousness attempted to float away, the voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water.
Come on, dump the water on it.
Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could.
No way, it was a dummy?
Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it.
What the hell, man?
It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body. Never imagined it would explode. Now, the body.
What?
It's burnt to a crisp.
Oh, sorry. It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man.
Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. Now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was?
The dead body announcements haven't been consistent, Derp. Sometimes it's been as soon as they've found a body. And one time it was before someone was actually dead. So it's not always consistent. When was it before they were already dead? Hifumi. Hifumi was still alive because the body announcement happened, and then he talked to Hina. And then she was like, wait, he wasn't dead? So the body announcement for Hifumi was too early. So it's not always correct. That's one thing that, like, you know, it's been a bit inconsistent with the body thing. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh? We'll consider who's not here. I'll quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko! Oh, they're gonna pull off that this is the hidden student. That's the other alternative. Because, I mean, with the details they've given us there on the screen, we can't say whether it's really a person or not, you know what I mean? That dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. Didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way the mastermind got charbroiled. Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all of this. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
Said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. You better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
That's crazy, dog. Sound like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? Don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
Another student here and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl, Mukuro. She's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. And she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot. How'd she wind up burnt to a crisp? What do you think of the music? The music's good. I can't lie, I like the free time music. None of this makes any sense, to just suddenly show up and then die. I think we better take a closer look at the body, and maybe some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is.
Hey, wait.
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? I thought they were just, you know, not getting to that. Oh yeah, she totally got blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. She's still alive.
Oh, she survived.
Oh, she survived.
What just happened? Master.
Stop talking.
He declared for the whole world to hear that he would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen.
Oh my breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale is enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen.
Right now I have to focus on the body. I should take a close look at the body once more time.
So,
Watch out, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all.
Oh, there's a weird tattoo on the hand. Alright.
Something next to the body, it's a key. Is that what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What'd you steal?
So,
No, it's a different key.
Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key, it was shaped like Monokuma. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something?
Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. Never
Seen this key before. What could it possibly go to?
So even you don't know then?
Makoto, I'm gonna give you a very important task.
Huh?
See.
The key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked.
You mean...
So, in other words,
The biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands.
So I'm your errand boy now?
I like the way there was probably more to the body, but we don't need to look at the body anymore. We just got to take our fucking key.
Biolab was definitely locked before. Let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. Wasn't even fitting.
I think it's for the data center. I think that's pretty... Just looking at it, it looks like a data center key, doesn't it? What's up, Wolfram? Who'd I murder this time? No one, Hugh. Basically, what happened was we found a body in the garden, but it doesn't seem like it's a body because we haven't had a body announcement yet.
This one was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. Have to go tell everyone else. Immediately head back to the garden.
Are there like conditions to playing this game on stream? I said I would stream it if we hit 500 £500 for Jingle Jam. I said I'd stream it. I never said I'd finish it. In fairness, that is a technicality. I mean, come on. Oh, come on. You've got this far. Is that... Are you back? How'd it go?
Found out which key the room goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor.
But you're so close. I'm not fucking close. Then we can get into the data center now.
I see.
Interesting. Why did the now deceased have that key on them? Suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Here we are.
Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open the door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right?
You're asking that question now. It's like watching Lord of the Rings and getting to the part where the Battle of Mythos Tirith is about to start and just stopping there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Spoilers? This guy's dropping fucking spoilers for Lord of the Rings? I can't fucking believe it. There's a battle at Minas Tirith. I got a haircut. I did, Hugh. I did. Don't worry. We have Makoto. Stopping right before the charge of... I can't believe this. It looks good. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you. You know, the only other person who's mentioned it was Fiven, who mugged me off, so I really appreciate the nice comment from Mr. Hugh over here. This is only the first movie out of the 3, though. No, the battle at Minas Tirith doesn't happen in the first film. I'm guessing that's the second film, right? We're gonna watch the second film this weekend, actually. I think that's the plan. On Sunday, we're gonna watch the Two Towers.
What?
In other words,
It's in your hands.
Again?
Means I trust you.
That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Reached out and put my hand on the door, closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door.
Do you know how many times I've tried to watch the first Lord of the Rings? And like either watch the first Lord of the Rings all the way through or stopped halfway and then not seen the second one? Like 2 or 3 times.
Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange.
No, right. No, I don't hate the dialogue. Right? Because consider this. It's from a pre-Marvel world. And, you know, they don't have, like, the same jokey quips that every fucking film has now. But they've still got humor interlaced into the dialogue in a really nice way. And, you know, the way they kind of lace the world building in as well. Like, you know, the hobbits have so many meals a day. And it's just in one scene that it's kind of mentioned with Aragorn and the hobbits. And them saying, wait, does he not know about second breakfast? And, like, you know, it gives you an idea of what the hobbits are about. What would you give Fellowship? Let me check. I think it was like a 4.5. 4.5, yeah, 4.5. We're watching the extended edition. I think, to a degree, the 0.5 is because, for me, I found it a bit long. Don't get me wrong, I understand why it is as long as it is. I understand they are condensing 3 books into 3 films, and, you know, it's quite a job. But just for the sake of my my attention span, I've got a pretty good attention span, but the first film is over 3 hours, second film's over 3 hours, the third is over 4, so I think I am going to struggle. I think I am going to struggle with the attention span side of things. And I'm not saying that is a slight on the film, but I am saying humans do have a limited attention span, and on average it is probably lower now than it was when those films came out. TikTok brainrotted him. I'm quite good. I don't use TikTok. I'm quite good. I don't really watch a lot of shorts. I've been reading a comic called Tokyo Ghost, and it's like a cyberpunk comic. And there's this idea that people get addicted to technology, and they get like addicted to just watching things constantly, and people plug in, and then they don't. You know, that's it. They don't come out again. You know, it's this really cool idea of addiction with screens, and it's kind of what we're seeing now, really. And to a degree, I do want to try and stop using social media completely. I don't use it all that much as, you know, anywhere near as much as other people. But part of me does just want to completely get rid of a lot of it. Because it just doesn't, I don't know. I don't feel like it adds too much, and it takes your time, and like it kind of talks about, in this comic, it talks about, you know, people are never really alone with their thoughts, you know, when they're plugged into technology, and it's kind of what we're seeing right now. It's kind of what we're seeing now, right? Like, if you've got 5 minutes to yourself, what you're going to do, you're going to pick this thing up and you're going to scroll. Even the, the least social media fucking coded person, they're going to scroll on BBC News or something. Everyone fucking does it. Not me. Wanking. Just waiting for the bus. There's Fiven. Whacking one out. Watched all 3 Hobbits and Lord of the Rings extended editions in one sitting. Isn't that almost just Huxley's Brave New World? It talks... It's not just that, though. It's not just about this addiction to technology. There's also... It's written by Rick Remender. If you guys don't know who Rick Remender is, he writes a lot of interesting things with, like... He kind of specializes in flawed, dislikable protagonists. He is also the guy that wrote the first Dead Space game. Fun fact. But so there's this idea that these characters are quite toxic. They've been in this toxic environment of Los Angeles, which is very cyberpunk, the corpse on top. And they go to Tokyo, Japan, and it's like the complete opposite. There's no technology in Japan. It's got an EMP field around it. So it's this idea of 2 toxic people going to a non-toxic environment, and maybe they'll ruin it. I don't know yet, but I don't think you can refer to something as a rip-off too much these days, because everything is a variation on something else. Look at Lord of the Rings, look at where that pulled from. It pulled from a lot of different sources, mythology, this idea of like the ring, the powerful ring. I'm pretty sure that's pulled from mythology, Norse maybe, but it might be something else. But I'm pretty sure it is mythology. There's and then if you look at Game of Thrones, that's kind of inspired by Lord of the Rings. Not quite Lord of the Rings, but it's inspired from Lord of the Rings, War of the Roses, that power struggle. Dead Space has some really weird lore as well, from what I understand. I've been taught, like, a guy at work talked about it and was telling me about this fucking idea that they create moons out of the fucking necromorphs. Weird shit. I just said that to sound a bit inflammatory. There's only, like, what, 5 plots in the world? And some of them are dog shit. I've never seen Events Horizon. Dead Space is fun. I liked Dead Space when I played it. I found it interesting that it was written by Rick Remender, because I didn't know that at first, but I do quite like Rick Remender. Name 5 plots. Well, there's like, oh, here we go. End of the world. There's a revenge story. There is... What else have we got? A war. That's usually like a big story, right? A war. There's only 5 stories now. Romance slap, ring slap, romance slap, underdog slap, romance. Yeah, I mean, romance. There's variations on it though, isn't there? You've got like a love triangle. Everything does love triangle. Will they? Won't they? Kind of thing, don't they? Revenge, apathy, war is bad, war is good, and romance. There's not maybe 5, but there's only so many stories you can tell. And then everything is just a variation on those stories. Strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Danganronpa is a romance. It's about my love of murdering Japanese teens. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing.
Each monitor displays a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's
So,
it.
so the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Well, I mean, you knew you were being watched.
Then this room
It's
is...
all clear now.
Mastermind's private room, without a doubt.
The Mastermind's room? I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here? Watching us?
I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mikuru Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind.
Then the Mastermind is dead, like really, really dead?
Would seem so. For serious? Why have they not noticed they didn't have a body announcement yet? ...1984 reference, someone tell George Orwell. Isn't 1984 the most lied about book? Like, a lot of people lie that they read it, but they haven't. Like, how many people in chat have read 1984?
It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them themselves. Mastermind is dead? Can it really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body...
That is a lie. I was going to say Lenore is lying. Bet they read any book, and I've never claimed to have read 1984. I've never read 1984, but it's weird because it's like the most lied about book. There was... It was on QI, where, like, they asked us who's read 1984, and loads of people lied. The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus? Is that what you mean, Wolfram, when you say Sisyphus? Sounds interesting, but books bore me. Yep, that's the one. I wanted to read The Myth of Sisyphus at one point. It's a tiny book, yeah, it's not very long. It's like... Well, I want to say maybe 100 pages. Around that ballpark. Yeah, it's not a massive book. Last book I read was the Kama Sutra. Ladies, if you're interested in a man who knows how to please a woman, Amd is in this chat.
Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that...
But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. Gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. What about the exit? The mastermind is truly dead. We can leave whenever we decide to. Right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered?
So you think so too, huh?
Naturally. State of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. Well, it got to be that way. I mean, who could have even done it?
Such
That's
ignorance.
exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Oh, do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from the dog and the master ever again!
There are some crazy positions in that book. I wish I could remember what they're called. Isn't the Kama Sutra about more than just sex, though, if I'm not mistaken? Isn't it like a spiritual book or something about well-being or some shit? Unironically, the last book I read was the Commonwealth of Australia's Constitution, Pocket Edition. Derp, why? Why, man? Told you about how the positions do things to you. It's not the positions that do things to you, it's your partner. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed? This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey look, next to that TV. Isn't that TV antenna? It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of the high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna we could watch TV? How did someone say TV? Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on.
You know?
Ah, you're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Getting the lore of the land is important. I unironically love the Oz Constitution. I studied it on and off for 7 years across high school and uni. Like I'm actually such an Oz Constitution nerd. Nerd! Man reads the Constitution. Would you read a Kama Sutra if all the positions were Photoshop crops of your own image? I'm not sure I'd want to see myself in that book. I don't think it would look as interesting. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So while we can't do anything, just use your fighting spirit to force your way in? What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now.
You're right. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. Wouldn't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us.
Reading about sex positions, suddenly surprise section 87. Aka Braden's blot. Man, you can remember fucking section 87 of the Constitution? That is insane.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. Worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
How can they be so certain, man?
What's your problem?
You remember section 163 of the UK Constitution? I'll be honest, I didn't even know we had a constitution. Obviously, I understand constitutions are like a piece of legal framework. Like, I know we have laws. Didn't know we had a constitution because we never, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, we don't have one. I didn't think we did because we're not America, right? America always goes, the Constitution, meh! You know, no one in the UK has ever gone, I love the Constitution. No one's ever fucking said anything about constitutions. Closest thing's the Magna Carta.
Hurry up and find something for Master.
So, you think you can fix the TV? Just a little longer. What? You really want to watch TV that bad? Another Saturday morning kid here.
There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this.
Huh?
Look at Master go, like a beast with the eyes.
Remember this specific section because it's very relevant to the struggle for fiscal power between the federal government and the states. Oh.
How much is my monthly membership?
You know?
Hmm.
Huh?
Oh. What's wrong?
Hmm.
Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. Think got the TV working.
Really?
Hmm.
Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Friggin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets to the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. Really thought they could get away with it. Huh? This is...
It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
Heck?
Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Huh?
It's really weird, huh? The section isn't enforced anymore because there's a clause to say the government could choose to stop following it after 10 years. That sounds crazy.
You're weird. Weird in every way possible. Not just weird. Super weird.
But
This TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Oh.
Do you try changing the channel?
Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try.
I went through each channel one by one. On every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in a data center.
what the heck?
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup.
A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually.
I'm not sure, but...
Huh? Huh? What?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma? You're supposed to be dead. Me dead? Don't be frickin' stupid, bitch.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already.
Not even. It's been like half a day at most.
How are you alive again?
I can do the maniacal laugh. The game did it for me. The game did it for me, man. That's that's too much for the vocal cords.
Oh yeah, that's it. Look at your faces right now, it's sublime. It's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair.
Don't tell me you pretended to be dead. All for this moment.
Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. Me, that's totally laughable. Makes me laugh, I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to get off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious, we have to keep going.
No, we're supposed to get out of here.
Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it?
There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are.
You serious? This place is the worst.
You should head to bed. It's probably quite late for you, Noveltham, to be fair. It's probably very much sleepy time.
If it's worse, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
I booed from all that laughing. Guess I'll just get to the point now.
The point?
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
Knew was hiding a secret of some kind. Night night, Wolfram. Sleep tight. Have a good slap. I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed?
Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
You're so stupid, don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
What?
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on the TV.
Doesn't matter how many times he says it. Don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning.
That's your cue to go to bed too. Night night, Dirt. Have a good night. Sleep tight.
What broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
Can't be. Have you taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast. No way that's impossible.
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
You being serious right now?
Of course.
Heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind, like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair, like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
Huh?
yes indeed.
Then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? Don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources.
Yup, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's the secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of...
A body has been discovered.
Right. That announcement has come in very
After a
late.
certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial
That's
will
coming
begin.
very late.
Huh? Class trial? You mean...
Uh-huh.
It's the Monokuma
I'll leave the next
file.
Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it your all. Okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. Stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. Couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. Don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? How is he still alive?
Sick of this.
Thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about class trial?
Stop talking.
That part's obvious. Class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuru Ikusaba was the one who died. Victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. Monokuma's still alive and active. Means the mastermind, Mikuru Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. Don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. Don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin.
But
If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? That's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
Don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value lives, just put everything you have into this. That is how this game works after all. Right, I have a theory. They're really trying to sell that Kyoko's the body. What if Kyoko is the mastermind, or Kyoko's killed the mastermind and the extra body is just someone else that she seemed to have available to her? Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or, if no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Also, the game says there's a mastermind. They don't seem to open up the can of worms that there could be multiple people. It doesn't have to be one person, it could be a group of people doing this, so it could be they've had a falling out and the dead person is one of the people running the game. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Just need to do what I always do. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this... Yes, it's the same knife that you got threatened with. That's it, it's the knife the person was holding. The same one from your drawer. This is getting really weird. There's just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding the knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because...
When they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing a knife, and maybe then I... And if this is really Kyoko, we mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? Just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but...
It looks like a Monokuma bomb.
I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. Seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Also something on the back of the right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned so I can't make out the whole thing, but... Looks like a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it before. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. So, only one little piece left. Lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. It's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right?
Okay. Try Toko.
Who does that body belong to? Wherever it is. Doesn't look, I don't want to faint anymore. I remember there was some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
I'm sorry, right. That picture of more than 4 chickens on, they could have just mocked up another picture, deleted some of the chickens from the picture. It wouldn't have been hard. What's going on, Makoto?
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens were in here?
Of course, there were precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
Oh, what's wrong?
Those...
Oh wait, no, there is just 4 chickens. Those are really big tails. Those are really big tail feathers. They look like extra chickens.
There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short.
Huh? That's
so weird. I wonder where it disappeared.
It was down here just before nighttime last night. And there was definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished.
Did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case?
Yeah, it's actually a chicken's corpse.
The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, don't think it's related to the case, so I'll just stay away. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Lawnmower here. Don't think it has anything to do with the mystery corpse. Top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. It's the one thing in here that concerns me.
Exclamation mark complain. That's me.
There's a panel that controls the sprinklers, set on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Hold on, so the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? If the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet, which means the murder must have taken place
After 7:30.
Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? Or if I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I can totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too.
It's on the clock right now.
Okay, and
Serious.
Well, I was thinking about how when we first found the body.
when the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toka went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then?
Now then, Toka, what time is it?
Oh, we left the gym. It was just before 9 o'clock. It's probably 9 on the dot now.
That's right. Had to be right around 9 o'clock.
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done.
That's a pretty small job.
Good time, Uko. Wanted to talk to you.
What do you want to talk about?
In other words,
Let's hear your alibi.
Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. Love to hear where you were after night time began last night.
Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
It's not obvious. This murder took place after night time. It took place in the morning.
How can you be sure of that?
Or the body was placed in the morning. It's just after night time began. I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Here has been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. Can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was nobody here,
In other words,
so the murder could only have taken place at some point during night time, after I left the garden. Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night.
What?
Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
Are me and Kyoko?
right.
If the victim really is Kyoko.
Then I'm the only one without an alibi.
Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you?
I'm telling the truth, I was in my room. I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so...
Sadly, an alibi.
I know.
So what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here.
The other one without an alibi? That's really bad, isn't it? I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Coco's never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
We'll simply limit your options. Can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room.
To have a choice, I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, I'm Byakuya.
If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later at the class trial.
Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it.
Afraid I can't take the risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story.
Then, will you go with me?
Sorry, I've made an agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or may not.
Come back later, huh? Okay then. In the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. So... Kyoko's either missing or dead. Now... Here's a thought. They said they didn't leave the room unless they were together. What if there was an accomplice? What if there's two of them? So it could be Byakuya and Toko. And the first kill was Toko's. And he wanted to get away as well, so he planted the bomb maybe. But that would be very, kind of be similar to Hifumi, wouldn't it? Not too dissimilar to Hifumi's case, so I don't know if they'll do that again. They went to the bathroom together? Well, you don't know that. They claim to go to the bathroom together, but two of them could have not gone to the bathroom together. Men and women not allowed in the same bathroom didn't stop Kyoko. Monokuma was laying dismantled on the floor, but figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
A bomb! And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. Should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya.
Wouldn't it be great if Hina was the murderer and she could be fucking dead? That'd be great, man. I'd love that. Nyom. You know when you have to go like from the bottom floor all the way to the 5th floor? It feels long now, I'm not gonna lie.
You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
Go check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go.
Oh, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms.
I'm hoping to get to the trial. And that'll be a good place to stop for the stream.
Can't unlock it myself, I need to ask Byakuya.
Well then, here we go.
Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then...
It's open.
Looks like it. Thanks. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What What's that? What purpose does it serve?
I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers.
But no, never gone to a public bathhouse.
Doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks.
Really? What?
Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to.
The dojo? Check the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. May have certain articles hanging out to dry. But not look inside.
There might be clues, man. Don't be fucking squeamish about it.
Here's her bed. Don't see anything interesting here. At least not as far as the case is concerned.
What?
But it's come here, right? So what is it you're looking for?
Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
Can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here.
Sorry.
Regardless, if you plan poking around at random, you do no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here.
More concrete? Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What's this?
True.
Consider a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it.
What's in the envelope?
Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
There's something that certainly happened, so open it.
Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
So that was in there.
Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? Found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
Appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's probably the other thing Kyoko
Stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with a key.
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you it was a key and that's it.
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind.
Don't have time for sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search.
Okay. I made enough to pull myself together, then look down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Kasaba. Sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. How she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training from her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did.
Bear with me. She always wears gloves, right? It's important to say it's Madeline McCann. It's a similar story, isn't it? She's still in military training.
The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension.
She'd be my age. Madeline McCann was my age, I think, so she'd be like 26.
It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
Never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this.
Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
Tell me they could have taken you instead, for fuck's sake. No, because my parents didn't leave me unattended in a hotel room in Portugal. Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. Actually, was she my age? She might have been a little bit younger, thinking about it. I think she was a little bit younger, but so what? Now that I think about it, yeah, no, she's younger. What am I on about? She's way younger than me. She'd be about 22. 22. She's born in 2003, so 22. Yeah, sorry. I wish I was 22. Yeah, no, I just thought about it. It was like, wait, no, that can't be right. Because she was like 2 when she disappeared. And I remember it was one of the first cases I remember. Because I remember that, and I remember Shannon Matthews as well. That was quite a big one. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard say that Fenrir is already...
Found it.
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero.
Oh, it's you.
Huh? What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Oh, you found a profile.
So what if we did?
Hey.
Don't freak out on me. Not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. And so she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there?
You don't really remember much else before that. Yeah, no, I think the earliest for me is probably Madeline McCann, Shannon Matthews, Relmo, and then Becky Watts was a few years after all those, I think. Those are the things that stand out. And then there was Libby Squire, I remember from when I was in uni. You're aging the man by days. That's just not very nice, is it, Dark? How do you know all the names of the dead guys? I have an interest in true crime. I also did study forensics at uni.
Who I can't forgive is Misagami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag a corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. The after the interest was the longest one in history. Worrying his GF.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order.
Can we prove Muffo was alive when they were taken? I'm only 6 months old, guys.
Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Absolutely. Can't have you complain about how unfair it all is now, can I? Back on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting.
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in the killing game. Don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? So I should probably clarify that.
Hey.
When you all first got together in the hall, there were 15 people, right? And the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding?
Are you saying...
In other words.
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Indeed.
Total number is actually 16.
16 then?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
But she's just proven she's the ultimate soldier.
the 16th student, Mukuru Kasaba. She's part of this school life, so the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. Don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense.
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
Want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you.
Seriously?
Hey,
You know she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
He says it's for scars, so I guess that's saying, yeah, it's not for the tattoo.
Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand? The tattoo? Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars, which means... there's fake nails on the corpse.
You thinking about Kyoko again?
Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap.
His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Do you remember what Monokuma just told us? Said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules for the game. Why would he tell us that? And why now?
He said he wanted to make things clearer so there won't be any complaints later, but the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to...
The mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. Needs to make our investigation fair.
Mukuro is related to the case?
Certainly possible.
That she's the one who killed Kyoko.
What?
That'll explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? She's a student and she killed someone. That'd make her part of the school killing game.
Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko?
Anyone should be able to come up to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my
It's all
mind.
clear now.
Mukuro Kasaba isn't the culprit.
Huh? What makes you say that?
They're the victim. Thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. If that's true, Monokuma's behaviour makes no sense. Why'd the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us?
That's a good point.
In other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold to say the least. Makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit.
So that's the trap? Don't want to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion?
It's what makes sense to me.
The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is?
Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. Sure, there are other places in need of investigation.
We should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Well, are you coming? What would that key be for? Oh yeah, the lockers.
There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Look at her. Do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
See the one that doesn't have the key in it at the moment? You understand what that means, right?
I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
Well, just try it.
Okay. Took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. Looks like 10 arrows in total.
Look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, you're nothing but strong little sticks.
Strong sticks?
Oh,
There's something else inside the locker. So what is that ball of duct tape? I wonder what this was used for. Is that blood stain?
C.
It is. That means it must surely be related to the case.
This duct tape is related to the case somehow? How could it possibly be involved? It's all luck I has to offer for now. Something wrong?
It's very odd, don't you think? Lock was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. How did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Well... Right, I mean, she could be the same as Mikuru Kusaba, or she could be the culprit, as Mikasaba seems to be the victim. Or perhaps...
Byakuya?
Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
Still something we need to look into. Need to do more research on Fenrir.
Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mikuru was part of? But how are we supposed to find out more about that?
Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something?
Research? You're talking about the archive? That's right, the archive is all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
There's so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here.
Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back.
Here we go.
Quickly returned with a file in his hand.
I see.
Take a look at this.
I have no idea what it says. What language is this?
How'd you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French?
I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French.
Well, whatever. Read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over.
100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme?
Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out in the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. Claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. Unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralised. Rumours indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it?
This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality.
Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are a part of our world. Battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. It's what makes it all so exciting.
Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use.
Did anything jump out yet? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir.
Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right?
Yeah, the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? Show that they remember the team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
That was an obvious one coming. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean...
Oh, we've made it to the trial. I sped through that
Time is
investigation.
utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us.
Sped through that.
organisms, The Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
The time has come.
All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
Seem that way. Let's go.
Ah,
Need the truth bullets. Could this be the end of Muffin 99 Danganronpa streams? I don't think so. I don't think we're that close to the end. Uh... I mean, the body could be Kyoko and Mukuro Ikusaba could be the same person. But Monokuma claimed she had scars. Okay, it just says something she doesn't want anyone to see. So, because Kyoko didn't know who she actually was, she couldn't remember. So Kyoko could be Ikusaba. They were dead before the blast. So they got killed with a knife. Long, fake nails. See, if they're the same person... it would have to be two people who were together. Why has a chicken disappeared? Why did a chicken disappear? Because at the minute there's two possibilities. They were the same person. Or Kyoko murdered the other one. But I don't think Kyoko being the murderer would be the answer because that's too obvious. I don't think they'd go that straightforward. Game door. Bam. Oh. I feel like I should recognize the color palette here. But I couldn't tell you what it is. I just feel like I should know the color palette. You guys have any ideas? We've got zombies on the cover by the look of it. He-Man? Sure. We'll give it a go. I don't think it's on here. No. I'm gonna go with Tomb something. Not Tomb Raider. Tomb sure. This is gonna be like a historical zombie game, right? Just with what we're seeing there. This is definitely an older game, though. Ruin. I might do a skip to get more of the picture. Oh. I don't have a clue. Dungeon Siege, maybe? No. Hello? Who is she? Oh, I need to play this game. Dragon something? Not Dragon Age. Not Dragon Ball Fighters. Dragon Nest? It's not Dragon Nest, is it? Fuck's sake, I'll need to wank before bed. Yeah, my bad, man. The Time Warp? Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp sounds right. No, it's not. It's not Dragon's Lair. People get this in like 4 guesses? That's insane. I have never seen this app before. Does anyone know what this actually is in chat, or is everyone in the same boat as me? Dragon Nest, try that. AR. The something. Okay, nothing starting with the. Brilliant. It's actually a franchise, I know. Are you kidding me? Oh, is it? Is it really? Is it what I think it is? Is it like Elder Scrolls Arena? Is that on here? Because that's going to say the Elder Scrolls at the top, isn't it? Yeah, my god, I cannot believe this is like a cover for an Elder Scrolls game. That is insane. It's just 5 in saying this is a franchise, you know, that tipped it off because of the and then the AR. Yeah. Oh. Is it another crab's treasure? That looks like it could be. No. That just looked like a crab to me, like on a beach. Hand signal right here, buddy. I don't know what this is, though. That's Crash? Oh, yes, it is. In the reflection, I didn't even see that. So it's got to be one of the driving games. So I don't think it's Nitro Kart. Team Racing? What a guess. Is that a guy in a costume? That is crazy. Do you think it's crazy that video games used to look like this? Sea Towers, absolute banger. Never played it. No, that's not Ninetales, is it? I knew it wasn't normal Ninetales. So it was just a guess because of the tails and the feet. Jesus Christ. Look at me being able to recognize Ninetales just like that. I'm crazy. I'm cracked. I have not seen the Crash Team Racing Japanese app. PvPvE, Snow, Looting, Arc Raiders. No. Refunds, Zombies, Crafting. Project Zomboid? I wouldn't say that has Snow as such. I'm gonna go with Project Zomboid because we did Unturned the other week. This isn't the day before, is it? Because refunds. Wow, that is. I'll be honest. It was out for what? 2 days, probably. That was 2023. That was 2023. Mate, that feels so long ago. Yeah, it was out for 4 days. You know what? I remember hearing it was like the most wishlisted game. I had not even heard of it. I had not even heard of it when it was before it was the most wishlisted game. That was the first I heard about it. When they were like, "Oh, it's the most wishlisted game on Steam." I'm like, "What the fuck is it?" And then the next thing I heard was, "It's not real," pretty fucking quickly. It's a game that somehow have, not come into my view at all. Until, it was quite lit on. I was excited for it, then they wouldn't release any new footage for it. Yeah. It was some sus shit. Oh, God, it's before 2004. It's either fantasy or comedy, though. And it's not first person or third person. Brilliant. I don't know when this came out. When did Neverwinter Nights come out? Oh, okay. 2002. That was a good guess. It's not third person. Not really. It's isometric. Ah! It's Dungeons and Dragons. Brilliant. Baldur's Gate, then. Dark Alliance? Wrong saga. Not Baldur's Gate? Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Tides of Numenera is a spiritual successor to it. Torment. Torment. No, Planescape Torment. I want to play Planescape Torment at some point. It's meant to be really good, but I think it might be a little too aged. And it's meant to be a very weird setting, isn't it, as well? I had it in my library for a couple of years now. Think about playing it every now and again. I keep looking at Banquet for Fools and thinking, yeah, I should play that at some point. This does look like a very weird game, doesn't it? Bit of a creepy setting though. Look at it. Right, let's have a look at this advert. This absolutely is horrendous. That audio is awful. Also, that audio is awful. That audio is awful, I'm sorry. Why did they think this audio was fine? This is awful. That is awful. My ears are being violated. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Japan didn't. A lot of Japanese adverts used to have like women in bikinis in them for video games. Wasn't that like a classic thing? That was a big thing, right? Japanese adverts for video games used to have women in bikinis in them. Japan, why did you change? Probably, I think to be fair, probably a lot of places used to have women in bikinis in adverts. Why not, you know? Increases viewer retention. We are gonna do a raid. I think we're gonna raid Shalsey. She's currently playing Fallout New Vegas, so let's give her a big old raid. Next, should put you in a bikini to advertise Berserk. This, the sales would absolutely break records. They won't be able to manage it, man. They won't be able to handle it. It'd be too much. They won't be able to keep up, you know, with printing it, man. It'd be a massive problem. Big struggle. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will be back on Thursday, and then after Thursday, Saturday and Tuesday, we will probably do something different for stream. Maybe play. Oh, what the fuck is that King game called? Maybe one stream we'll play King of the Castle, and then another stream we will do Jackbox if people want to do Jackbox. Because I've got Jackbox 11, so there's the D&D trivia game and stuff that we could play. I know people quite like the D&D trivia game, so we could do a little bit of that. But thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you again on Thursday. We'll do the class trial Thursday, and hopefully maybe we'll be near the end of the game. Who knows?